Welcome gamers, we're back with more Terrordrome, Reign of the Legends, and today we're going to take a look at the character, the White Lady. So the game refers to her as an evil spirit who laments their death and carries the suffering of countless women inside of her. She's, quote, a portal to the infinite realm of agony, the home of countless tortured souls. So the first thing to note about her, she is by far the absolute creepiest looking character in this entire game. At least in my own opinion anyways. I mean, she literally looks like a walking corpse. And just look at her facial expressions. They look downright demonic. So for starters, she wields a knife as her weapon of choice. And although the blade is quite short, she appears to have a very good range when lunging her knife attacks at opponents. Now let's go ahead and talk a little bit about her special fighting attack maneuvers. Now, the first one that comes to mind is called I Die This Way. Now in this special, she calls out, let's have a ride. Then a vehicle flashes across the screen, literally mowing down her opponents in the process. Now her other special attack maneuver is called the Poltergeist Rage. Now with this special attack, she unleashes a ton of heavy sharp objects at her opponents, with everything from hammers and wooden stakes to shovels, pitchforks, and even a meat cleaver. And so here is the first special that I was just talking about, I Die This Way. Really cool stuff. Something else to note about that special is the fact that there is actually a Death Sentence Fatality that coincides with it, and you're going to see that here very shortly at the end of this fight. And it is absolutely brutal. She straps her opponents down to an electric chair, starts to fry them up, raises them up on a stake, and literally burns them alive. You really have to see it to believe it. Really cool. It's coming up here very, very shortly. And so let's go ahead and talk about some more of her other fighting attack maneuvers. She also has a helper spirit, or should I say a helper character, that resembles the spirit of a demonic child. When she unleashes it, the child's presence causes her enemies to momentarily freeze, freeing up the ability for her to unleash additional attacks while her enemies remain stunned. And so there is the Death Sentence Fatality that I was just talking about, burnt at the stake. Now, her other special does not have a fatality yet that coincides with it. I don't know if that's something that they're going to add later. Only time will tell. I hope that they do. And you haven't seen that one yet, the Poltergeist Rage, but it's going to come up in this fight. You'll get a closer look at it. So another fighting attack maneuver that she has is called the Banshee Scream, where she unleashes a loud shriek followed by a set of spiraling orbs. Now to be honest, I really didn't think that this attack was really effective. I really don't care for it, and I tend not to use it much. It kind of unleashes on an angle, it spirals out an angle, and unless you're in really close range to your opponents, it really isn't very effective at all. Now, another set of attacks she has are the silhouette attacks. You can see that red silhouette that just dashed out, and then there's a blue one right there. The red ones just fly out in front of her towards her opponents. The blue ones drop from the sky. Now, the blue silhouettes are very effective when you're at a distance from your opponents, and the red silhouettes are more effective when you're at a very close range, because they only travel just a few feet. Now she does have some evade maneuvers where she can dash several feet forward or several feet back. Definitely nothing to the level of the evade maneuvers that you see with characters like Bloody Mary. She has the ability to teleport through her mirror, reappear on the other side of the character, and unleash a surprise attack. But White Lady is fairly fast. She's certainly not the fastest character in the game, but she's fast, and she can do quite a bit of damage with that knife. So let me know below in the comments, what do you think about this character? Have you played this game? What do you think about the game? Let me know what you think. If you like this video, please do consider giving a thumbs up, and maybe consider subscribing to stay up to date with our latest videos. I'm going to continue to play through several more matches of the game. There was that that special attack that I was telling you about earlier, the Poltergeist Rage, where all this she hurls all these tools at her opponents. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and continue to play through the game. You're welcome to continue to watch. And I'm going to go ahead and tune out now. Until next time, take care.
Go. Watch me. Agony.
Dr. Jekyll sends his regard. Chapter 1.
Earn my gold.
Up you go.
Go. Go, my child. Go, my child. Feel my pain.
White lady.
Agony.
All right, let's do this. Chapter 1.
Boom. Go, my. Go. Feel my pain. I'll swallow your soul. Die from me! Die for me! Go, my child. Go. Feel my pain. Feel my pain. Yeah. Delicious. Delicious.
Good boy. Stay still. White lady.
Agony.
Chapter 1.
On a balloon. Where's my dinner?
Die for me.
Stop! Don't mind me.
Earn my. Feel my pain.
White lady wins. Chapter 2.
Watch. Feel my pain. Feel my pain. Feel my pain. Agony. Feel agony.
Chapter 1.
Die for me, sister. Oh my child. Die for me, sister. Die for me, sister. Delicious pain. Feel my pain. Go, die for me, sister. Feel my life. Die for me, sister. That hurts. Feel my pain.
White lady wins.
That hurts so. Watch me. Go, my child. Die for me, sister. Feel that hurts so. Delicious pain. Go, my child. Die for me, sister. Feel that hurts. Go. Die for me, sister. That hurts so. Die for me, sister. Go. Delicious. Feel my pain. Watch me fall. Die for me. Go. Delicious pain. Delicious pain. Let's have a ride. Go, my child. Watch me.